Yo, picture this. It's pitch black in the room, dead of night, like 11:45 p.m., and my phone lights up out of nowhere. Notification hits hard. A forwarded bill from the Zenith Lounge. 15 grand. The number just glows there, straight up accusing me. Right under it, a text from my mom, Sandra. Just put this on your card. It's the least you can do after ruining the mood with your cheap dress. Then boom, a second later, my sister Tiffany hearts the message. Like, are you kidding me? I'm just sitting there in my home office, screens all around me flickering with stock tickers, hotel deals across 3 continents, the whole vibe quiet, except for that low hum of power. I don't cry. I don't chuck the phone across the room. I just stare. These people really think I'm their walking ATM. They're so used to my silence that they take it as a yes. But silence ain't always agreement, fam. Sometimes it's the calm right before everything blows up. I don't text back. No middle finger emoji. No rage paragraph. Instead, I flip open my laptop. That blue glow hits my face, lights up my hands. The same hands my family always clowned for shelving books at the library or pouring wine for Dad's sketchy business buddies. They had zero clue these hands were running a whole boutique hotel empire. I skip the regular email, go straight to my private investment backend. 2-factor, retinal scan, dashboard pops up. I scroll past the real estate, the tech plays, till I hit that buried folder. Family debt consolidation. I click it, and damn, it's a graveyard. Every screw-up they ever made, laid out neat. Dad's gambling debts from 2018. I bought those off loan sharks for pennies when they were ready to break his legs. Mom's credit cards maxed on designer bags she couldn't afford. I rolled those into low. Interest loans I handled myself. Tiffany's luxury condo lease? Paid through a shell company I own. For years I was the ghost keeping them afloat, catching them every time they tripped. And tonight, staring at that $15,000 dinner they stuck me with, I finally asked the question I'd been dodging forever. Why am I doing this? It wasn't love. Nah, it was way darker. It was that invisible chain you drag when you grow up in a house where love is rationed. You start believing it's transactional. If you pay enough, fix enough, endure enough, maybe one day they'll see you as a daughter instead of a damn utility. You build your own cage. Tell yourself being useful is what keeps you in the family. Truth is, you're just a hostage paying your own ransom, hoping the kidnappers decide to care. But that night, that chain snapped. I realized no amount of money would ever be enough. I could hand them the moon and they'd bitch it was too bright. My kindness wasn't a gift. It was an unlimited subscription they'd been overdrafting for years. And right then, subscription canceled. I slide over to the submenu. Housing allowance, Jeffrey and Sandra. Status glowing green, auto renew active. My finger hovers. I don't shake. This ain't revenge, I tell myself. This is accounting. Fixing a glitch. Click. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Status flips red. Terminated. Same for the credit cards. Terminated. Tiffany's G-Wagon lease. Terminated. 3 minutes flat, and the safety net I spent 6 years knitting is gone. Screen flashes the total they owe me now. $5.2 million. That's what I'm collecting. I shut the laptop, turn around. Bedroom's dim, just enough light to see Caleb sleeping, his arms stretched out to where I should have been. He's the only one who knows the real me. Knows I'm not some quiet librarian. Knows I'm a shark under the cardigans. He begged me months ago to cut them off, told me they'd never change. I didn't listen then, still wearing that chain. But tonight, chain's off. I slide back into bed, heart beating slow and steady. No guilt. Just cold, clear morning coming. They wanted a reaction. They're about to get a foreclosure. 7 a.m. hits, sun barely peeking over the LA skyline, and my phone goes nuclear on the kitchen counter. 17 missed calls, 42 texts, and it's ringing again. Mom. I put it on speaker while I pour coffee. Dark roast steaming up. Don't even say hello. You ungrateful, spiteful little brat, Sandra's voice blasts through, distorting the speaker. Do you have any idea what you just did? The humiliation? I take a slow sip. Good morning, Mother. Bill not go through, okay? She's straight hyperventilating. Declined. Right in front of the staff, in front of Bryce. We tried your father's platinum. Machine basically laughed at us. The manager looked at us like we were trash. Do you know what it feels like to have a waiter pity you? Yeah. I know exactly what that feels like. Every gala I showed up in thrift store threads while they flaunted designer everything. Every time they introduced me as the quiet one and let Tiffany soak up the flashbulbs. Sounds like a cash flow issue, I say, voice flat. Maybe check your balance before ordering 12 grand vintage bottles. Don't you dare lecture me on money, she screeches. You cut us off, I know you did. Tried the emergency Uber fund. Gone. You stranded us. Bryce had to call his mom for Venmo cash for a cab. He's an influencer, Mina. If this gets out, we're ruined. Ruined. Not, we missed you. Not, why are you hurting us? Just panic that the fake backdrop got exposed. Fix it, she demands. Wire the money now and apologize to Tiffany. She's been crying all night. You ruined her networking. I hang up. Don't block yet. I need to see how bad the rot really is. Open Instagram. There it is. Tiffany's story from 3 a.m. Black screen. Sad acoustic track. White text. Crazy how the people closest to you want you to fail the most. Some can't handle your shine, so they try to cut your power. Jealousy is a disease. Get well soon, sis. Hashtags. Toxic family. Rising above. Haters. I almost crack up. The gaslighting is Olympic level. She really thinks my whole life revolves around envying her selfies. Then Dad's voicemail drops. Voice thick. Booze slurred. Mina. Listen up. I know who's in your ear. That substitute teacher nobody you married. He's a leech, a parasite, sees money and wants it for himself. You're letting a stranger wreck your bloodline. Fix this or I swear I'll come down there and remind you who made you. I glance over at Caleb at the breakfast table, chill with his tablet. Dude's not a substitute. He founded a learning platform worth damn near $1 billion. He's the reason their house didn't get torched by bookies 3 separate times. And they call him a leech. Caleb hears the voicemail, looks up with that sad half-smile. They're not mad about the money, babe. They're mad they lost control over you. He's dead right. For years the deal was simple. I'm the resource, they're the managers. Resources don't talk back. Resources don't set boundaries. But I ain't a resource anymore. I'm the CEO of my own life, and I just flagged a massive liability. I delete the voicemail, smooth my blazer. Time to head to work. Not the fake library job they think I have, but the glass tower downtown with my name on the door. Caleb asks, "You ready?" I grab my keys. Nah, I'm overdue. I drive past the public library on 4th, the spot they think I clock in every day. 5 years I let them believe I'm stamping books and sorting Dewey Decimals. Kept me small, unthreatening, easy to bully. A librarian can't hit back, right? I keep rolling 3 blocks west to the skyscraper that owns the skyline. Pull into underground reserved parking, slide into my spot, take the private elevator straight to 42. Doors open and something shifts in my body. Shoulders drop back, chin lifts. The mousy daughter disappears. Mina Vane, majority shareholder, steps out. Receptionist nods. Morning, Miss Vane. Elena's in Conference B. Elena ain't your hug-it-out family lawyer. She's a corporate predator, hostile takeovers, asset seizures, zero feelings. I walk in. She's already got files stacked like ammo. Saw the transaction logs, she says, eyes on her tablet. Terminating housing, bold. Not bold enough, I say, taking the head seat. They think I'm throwing a fit. I need them to know the bank is closed for good. She slides a document across. Then we don't send a nice letter. We send a notice of debt acceleration. I scan it. Every loan I ever covered, every card I consolidated, every lease I underwrote. Terms were always soft. Pay whenever, 0 interest, family vibes. But buried in the fine print Elena made me add years ago. Lender can demand full repayment anytime. No reason needed. Total principal, $5.2 million. If we serve this, Elena says, they got 30 days. Miss it, we seize assets, house, cars, garnish whatever sad wages they got. I trace the number with my finger. 5 million plus. That's what my silence cost. Do it. Serve tomorrow. Nuclear option, she warns. No more Sunday dinners. You stop being their daughter, you become their creditor. I stopped being their daughter a long time ago, I say. I've just been their sponsor. Phone buzzes. Caleb texting. Dad just left me a voicemail threatening to get me fired from my school. Called me a broke loser corrupting his little girl. Then another text. Take the gloves off, babe. Drop the veil. Let them see who we really are. Green light. I tell Elena, company letterhead on everything. Redirect all replies to my office. Let them clock the logo and realize exactly who they poked. Elena pauses, flips to another file. Found something else. Second mortgage on the family house. $250 large 3 years ago. Cosigner signature, yours. Perfect forgery. But that closing date you were in Tokyo. Dad forged my name to bankroll Tiffany's fake influencer life. Dubai trips, G-Wagon, the whole fantasy. If they'd defaulted, the bank would have come for me. That ain't civil. That's federal bank fraud, identity theft. Mandatory prison time, I don't even flinch. Prep the police report. Hold it till I say. I want a confession. Public. Irreversible. I invite them to make amends dinner at Zenith Lounge. They show up cocky, dripping in rented glamour. Mom in sequins, dad puffed up, Tiffany clinging to Bryce the influencer. They order wild, lobster, $1,000 bottles, acting like the card's already sliding. Air's thick with truffle and ego. Dad smirks. Finally coming to your senses, huh? I just smile. Wait, check comes. Waiter doesn't hand it to me. He hands it to Caleb, all respect. Mr. Caleb, please review these deed transfers for signature. Caleb signs casual, like it's groceries. Bill hits the house account. Confusion ripples across their faces. I slide the folder over. Top sheet. Debt acceleration notice. $5.2 million due in 30 days. Underneath, the forged mortgage app, my signature highlighted. I haven't filed the fraud report yet, I say, voice ice cold. Pay up, avoid prison, default, lose everything else. Mom gasps, hand flying to her pearls. Dad's face goes purple, veins popping. Tiffany whimpers. Bryce checks his phone, mutters something about a brand deal and bounces. Status evaporates fast when the money dries up. Slow motion meltdown. Forks clatter. Champagne flutes tremble. The whole fake world cracks like cheap plaster. They beg, threaten, cry. I just stand. The ransom's over, I tell them. I'm done. I walk out, heels clicking victory on marble. 30 days later, default. Eviction crew rolls up at dawn, boxes hitting the curb. I watch the live feed from my office. They shuffle into some dingy walk-up apartment they used to trash talk. Arrogance was always rented. Strip the props, and there's nothing left. We sell the house, donate every penny of recovered equity to scholarships for first-gen college kids, turn their greed into somebody else's shot. I delete the last folder tied to them, close the laptop. Click sounds final. For the first time in decades, that prison door I built myself is wide open, and I'm walking through. If you've ever had to buy your own freedom from the people who were supposed to give it to you for free, you're not alone.